I'm Adnan Nagnagie from Palestine. I'm working in the Freedom Theater like the local manager of the Freedom Theater. If we're talking about Palestine, we must say here about the Israeli also. There's Palestine talking about the Strip of Gaza, and there's the West Bank. And the Israeli side, we are talking in the Arabic, it's 48, who was occupied by Israeli 1948. This is the separate areas. And we have the PA, Palestinian Authority in Palestine, by ourselves, the autonomy. And in Gaza, it's occupied by the Hamas fighters, if we can say it like this. And we have some problems with the Israeli. It's settlements, to have the independent, Jerusalem, and many things around. But the main thing is going to be the Jerusalem first and the settlements. This is the story, the new story about the Palestinians. They are the terrorists. And everyone now fighting for his right is going to be terrorists in Afghanistan, in Iraq, everywhere. I'm sorry to say that, but this is the reality here. And I hope in the future it will not be war, but in the future we will explain for the world about ourselves and about our issue, the Palestinian issue. And there's many things to do to talk about it. And I hope everyone who's come to visit the West Bank of Palestine to search the reality there. I was working in the municipality in Jenin. And I pass all the time, it's close to my house, the theater. And because I have experience with construction and buildings, I try to give some ideas there. And after that, Julian Omer Khamis, he's there also. He's our manager now, the manager. We start to establish step by step for the lights, stage, something need for the theater. And also I like the theater, especially the political theater. So I think about myself, maybe this chance will not come back for me. I must to have something there, to do something for my people first and for the theater. The Freedom Theater has become fast and fast and fast. And I told Julian, please, we must to come down to the people in the camp to will accept us. One time it's difficult because also I come back to the world theater. The world theater here in our society is bad things. Because the stage, they are thinking all the time it's for bad things, dancing, singing. And it was the Intifada, 7 years, and everything is sad there. You can't one time to come to something funny. You must to change, but step by step, not one time. We start with the first show in the theater. It's The Journey. One of the Palestinian director from Bethlehem, Al-Arub refugee camp. Also he's a trainer for our student in the theater, the acting in the future. And because he's from the refugee camp, and we are in the refugee camp, the student accept him. I will told you about how they are accept the student in the schools also next. And they accept him and they are write the journey. The story of the journey is connected to our problem in the Palestine. If I can tell you the story shortly, it is one group of the students or boys, they are decided to go journey to the sea. And in the West Bank, there is no sea. They must to pass the border to another side. And they are agree. And that time, they are decided to go this journey, and they need the money. In this time, when we write the story of the journey, the boys, they are selling the metals, the user one, the rubbish and other things. They are says, we get it. We can collect the metals and the rubbish, and we sell it, and we get the money. Okay, they are do that, and they are start to have the money, and they want to win. In the morning, they are ready with the bags, with everything, and it is a start with the soldiers. There is curfew. They can come out. So this is what we are going to do now. They have decided to bring the big pool and some sand, to put it in the neighborhood there, and to fill it with water, and to feel it's like they are in the sea, because they can't pass the border there. And with our projector there, we give him the background with the sea and the beach. There it's like, it's look like, this is the first one, and all the people, they are like it. Because each one there, they want to see the sea. If we're talking about the voices, it's the boys, they are choose this name. And they are choose the logo also, if you see it in the woman and the girl and the boys. Together is going to be. Their choice, not us. We agree only, and because they are give many names for the website and the magazine, and we decided in this name together, not alone, because it's the Freedom Theater, not each one working alone. We are working together to give the people from outside to be united. It is good, and you're going to build something for you and for your society. It changed my life to be an system, to be system all the time, to be on the track. There's time, you must to be set. Before, no, you can do what you want. The system, especially here, it's to be organized all the time. Sit with the time, you must do that, you do that, you do that, you do that. It's before, no, I didn't care about these things. But now, during 3 years, I sit on the track. This is what I get it from the Freedom Theater. Also because I told you I like the theater. About the boy's life, each one have a story for him. This is, we can't talk about all of them together. For example, we have in the acting school, we have Rabi'. He's one of the fighters, Al-Aqsa Brigade. He's going to change from the weapons to the stage to be actor. I remember now one of the stories for one of the students. He's the children's students. And his father, this family, they are hit the theater. I know, because they are my neighborhood, I know what they are thinking. And all the time he's passing in front of the theater and in the street there, and he's looking not nice, so you feel that. And after this boy, I invite him to come to the theater, and he was naughty when he come to see one of the shows. And I told him, what do you think to be in the theater? To be an actor. Okay. And when he comes in and they have a training with the boys, and I asked him a question, you can read and writing? He told me no. So we have the teacher is there, he's waiting. So please come, and you have the Arabic language, and his father and the family didn't know about this. And when he start to learn the Arabic and he go home and he start to reading the subtitle, they are now he can reading. And his sister, one time she doesn't visit the theater before. And now we come to the serious thing, to the show, the magic flute. And all this during 3 months or 3.5 months, the father and the mother, they didn't know anything about him, what he's doing there in the theater. And one time I invite the father to come to the theater. He told me, no, I will not come. I told him, your brother is there, he's going to be the king in this show. He told me, okay, because I respect you, I will come. And he's come, and he sit in the middle of the sitters. And it started the show, it's okay, continue, it's okay. And in the end, I told him, what do you think about? He told me, I didn't think this is my son. I don't know him like this. So that I feel here the different of the change in my society here. This is the change of the theater. It's 3.5 years. I think in the future it's going to be more and more and more. I didn't want the change to be only in my student. I will try to be outside for my people also, to accept the theater. I will not give you the hope it's going to be big change, but like what I says before, for Giuliano, you can't change anything. It's going to be difficult. All the time he told me, we will try. I will tell you, we will try it. And we have time.